Hey, welcome back to the vlog, man. It's your boy K510, and this is K510 Automotive Group. And today, man, we're back in the garage, man. And we gotta get busy now on this car. Man, let me just show y'all, man. Just got the X5 in the garage, and this car has been kicking my ass, man. I ain't gonna lie. But today, man, we're gonna try to fix the problem, man. I'm gonna replace the Valvetronic eccentric shaft, which is this thing right here. Your Valvetronic. It's inside the valve cover. Like it sits right here where that connector is right here. So this is the harness for it right here. So we gotta take the whole valve cover off to get to it. You know, I just replaced my valve cover. I had bought new valve cover gaskets. We got the bucket seals for the injectors. We got the injector seals and the injector spacers, I guess. This is a eccentric Valvetronic shaft seal, which I just replaced. I'm gonna just keep this in the bolts. Well, these bolts, since I have a metal valve cover, it won't work. So I'm not gonna be using those. Then I had to buy this tool to remove the injectors, man. So yeah, this job will cost you probably anywhere from $1,200 to $700 in parts. That's just parts. Now labor, oh man, I had talked to a shop because I was like, you know what, I'll just drop it off, get it done, and they quoted me $4,500 for this, so for this job. So then I'm like, $4,500 or $700 to $1,200 in parts. I'd rather keep my money in this attempt at myself, you know. So that's what we at right now, man. So I'm gonna set up this camera and we're gonna get started, man. We're gonna just remove all the air boxes, everything that's in the way. Just gonna make room for it. Cause first thing first, we gotta take off the valve cover. So yeah, no, not even first thing first. We gotta take off all of this shit first. All of that upper covers, this rod, and then intake air box. Move all the all the coils. Yeah, it's gonna be a process, man. It's gonna be a process, man. So let's get started, man. Alright guys, so first thing first, we're gonna disconnect the battery, man. Gotta open up the tailgate. Let me get me a screwdriver. The battery should be underneath this thing. Like 3 Phillips screwdrivers. Yeah. Phillips screws, my bad. 3 Phillips screws. still holding it. Love that. There's one more down here. Alright, so we're just gonna disconnect the negative terminal. Just, you know, let the car fall asleep. Look like it's a 10mm. Alright, disconnected. Just gonna leave the tailgate open. Alright, so next thing we gotta do, we gotta just open up the fuel, the gas cap. I'm gonna break my gas cap. Just gonna let the fuel pressure kind of purge off. All right, so we got that done. I think now we're ready to start disconnecting the all these panels and stuff. I remember when I did my valve cover, I had to take all this stuff off. So it's basically the same procedure as doing a valve cover. Just gonna take all that off, and then what's gonna be new is we're going to take out the fuel injector, or both of these fuel injectors, and then that bucket that they sit in. Yeah, remove that, just so we can have room for the Valvetronic to come out, because this literally sits on top of the head, so it's like bolted in, 3 bolts. So yeah, and this is the shaft that normally fails. So this is it's like a window motor. So it look like. But yeah, man, let's get started on that, man. I'll cut this on in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you an update. So we just removed all the coverings on the left side, the right side, sorry. So we got all that out. Now we're gonna remove this bar, and then work on separating the harness and removing air boxes. So just wanna let y'all know I'm working, man. I just don't have the camera running the whole time because I don't wanna kill my battery off, you know, full of my memory card. So, you know, I'll get y'all update in a little bit. Alright guys, so we got the intake boot off, got the air box out. Really just making room. Really just making more room to get the valve cover out now. I still gotta take the coils out, break the fuel pressure lines, and then after that, separate the harness. And we should be ready to take the bolts off on the valve cover. Took all the vacuum lines right here. You know, if you haven't already, if you haven't seen that video already, removing and replacing the valve cover gasket, go check it out on my playlist on my YouTube channel. It's named M55 valve cover replacement. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep rolling, man. I'm basically show y'all when I get the valve cover off, so we can dig into replacing that Valvetronic shaft. Alright guys, so we got the fuel lines out, the harness, coils. Now all we gotta do is take the bolts out for the valve cover. We'll be right there. And we gotta take out this injector. I think you can get away with just taking out one injector. Oh no, maybe it's both. Yeah, both sides. Damn. That might gotta take out both sides. It's in the middle. Alright, so that's what we doing, man. Alright guys, so we got the valve cover off. Oh, get some light. So now we're ready to take out these buckets. But first we gotta take the injectors off, and then take these buckets out. And this is the Eccentric Valvetronic shaft right here. So, yep. It's kind of a long process, but I think it's better than paying $4,500 to get it done. So let's take our time and keep moving, you know. Alright guys, we got out the first bucket. You can see this the Valvetronic shaft right here. It has dowel pins that it sits on, and it's 2 Torx bolts there. Yeah, 2 Torx bolts. That's it right there. You guys can see in there. So yeah, man, I'm gonna take off the other side now. Take the injectors off again, and then we're gonna get the part out, man. Replace that part, and reverse procedure, put everything back. So yeah, let me get started. All right, guys. So we got the 2 buckets out and all 4 injectors. We don't have to move this bucket. We just need access to this shaft right here. That little bump stop for the eccentric shaft. We gotta remove that bolt from there, and then we can unbolt. And no, next we gotta remove that oil feed line for the shaft. After that, then we could remove the actuator. But yeah, man, we almost there, man. We almost there. Had this thing back up and running, tearing up the highway. Alright guys, so we got the Fivetronic motor out. And now we're gonna be going in with the new motor. So we got the new one here and this is the old one. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the new eccentric shaft is installed. Wait, so I can zoom in on it. It's in there, man. It's a little dark. And I did torque those bolts to it's gonna be like 10 Newton meters for the eccentric shaft bolts. So now I gotta let me see if I can set this thing up to just record while I'm doing this. So now I gotta alright guys, so we got everything installed. As far as like the eccentric shaft, we got the new gaskets for the buckets installed on both sides that we took out. And now we just gotta get we gotta install the new injector seals. Like these seals had to be replaced. See, they're all worn out. These. Where's my little seals at though? Oh, here they are. We gotta install these new seals on this part right here. So this is my first time doing it, so it looked like people got little tricks. So I'm gonna show y'all what I do, because I don't. The video I seen, this was how they got it on, so I'm gonna try it that way, you know. So let me set it up so we can show y'all how we might be able to successfully reinstall new few injector seals. Alright guys, the pin cap theory, or I guess trick I seen it on YouTube, worked. You kind of flare out the seal with a pen, a ballpoint pen. You flare it out so it can fit onto this gasket. To the new injector. So since this one is done, I'm just gonna drop it in there. Well, actually, no, I'll just put it here. Fix it up this way. So basically, let me get some light. So basically, you can you take the injector seal, you put it on like a pen like this, like a ballpoint pen, or like a wide cap like that, you know. So kind of force it on there. I was using this to push it in, but what was I using? Oh no, I was using a socket to push it down. So I was using an 8mm socket. So I was using. Just push it on like that. What's the right one? Yeah. So I got one successfully done like that. Show y'all again. And if you don't, you can't put the seal on by just pushing it on. So matter of fact, I'm over here skipping steps. So first we're gonna do, let's do number 2. This is number 4, right? Number 2. So we're gonna cut the seal off with a razor blade, a razor knife. See, the seal came off. It's because I don't have the tool to install it. I didn't think to order it, but I've seen a couple of videos showing ways to install these seals without having a tool. See, it won't go on like that. It's too small. So we're just gonna use this pen cap to kind of spread it
what I'm saying? Just gonna spread it on there a little bit, and then use this socket, kind of working on there. It's going on there, but slowly. So I gotta work it on there. Yeah, it's definitely going up. Let's flare it up a little bit more. I think this should be enough to make it pass. So let's see. This is all flared out now. Kind of just get it on there. I figured this wasn't flared out enough, so I gotta do the whole process over again. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna push it past. See, this should be enough now. It's kind of past that tip. So, kind of take it off now. See, now it flares it out enough so you can just push it in. See that? And then put this pen cap on there so you can squeeze it back down. But I'll put some silicone spray. Let me spray it again. Kind of just working on there. Got it inside the cap, but not on. Oh, there it goes on the seal now. Okay. Alright. So we got it pushed on now. I'm just waiting for it to grab that the form. And then boom, look. So it works. This is a cool I mean, it's a cool trick. I didn't know this would work as good, but I got 2 more to go, so I'm not gonna bore you guys with showing y'all this again, but it's a cool way to replace your injector seals if you don't have the tool or didn't order it in time to do the job. So alright, so I got 2 more to go, so I'll show y'all this in a little bit. Alright guys, so we got all 4 injector seals on. This last one was kind of rough, but it should be okay. But now I'm replacing these this washer here, but install a new one. So yeah, after that we're going to install the injectors, and we should be realistically going back together and probably having a startup soon, if everything goes smooth, you know. But yeah, man, I mean, the job so far, like as far as replacing the shaft, was kind of intimidating at first, but really wasn't that bad, man. I'm not gonna speak too soon until we get it started up, but it don't look that bad to me now after doing it, you know what I mean? Probably do it a whole lot faster now, but yeah, $4,500 to do this job. I mean, I ain't trying to pay that. That's why I'm doing it myself. But hopefully you guys got little tips and a guide on how to do it yourself,
I know I'm not really detailed, and I'm not a I'm not a videographer, so I'm just winging it, man. I just bought me an expensive camera, and I'm just trying to do this YouTube thing, man. But if I can help you, you can always leave comments in the at the bottom of the video, and I can get back to you and like give you some advice or send you some links that I use to help me do my job. So yeah, man, it's a community, man. We can work together. We can get shit done, you know. All right, guys. So we already got the injectors back in. Let me get some light. We got the injectors in. We got the brackets on. Everything's torqued down. So only thing left to do, we just gotta put the valve cover on now and the new gasket. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back, and then I'll turn the camera back on once I'm ready to start it up, so you guys can see the results of the repair. Yeah, man, it was pretty smooth. I'm glad I invested in this tool right here. If you guys are doing this job, please get this tool, man. This thing, it's an injector puller, man, and reinstaller. That thing made it so much easier. You know, and then thanks to YouTube, I can do it myself, you know, and I got the mechanical skill to do it. So, you know, that's why I like YouTube. I like the car community. There's a lot of resources, especially when you're just trying to make repairs on your vehicles. It's a lot of information out there, videos and, you know, DIY videos and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we're gonna put everything back on and then crank it up and see if it actually idles now, you know, without going misfiring and all that craziness it was doing. So, all right, man, see y'all soon. All right, guys. Yeah, man, so this is the next day, man. I ain't get to drive it yet, so I just cleared all the codes beforehand and then rescanned them. So look like we're good now, man. It's no more. It's idling good. It's responsive. See, that's what I remember it being. And in the DME, we don't have any codes present. So that was a success, man. If you haven't already, man, make sure you go and subscribe to the channel, man. You know, I'm coming out with merch soon, but, you know, I'm just testing it out. But, man, see y'all in the next video, man. Peace, man. Peace and love, man. Big up yourself.